Traders in the building, what's good? Welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new, I'm so glad that you've discovered, man. If you're a chain subscriber, thank you so much for the continued love and support. You already know what time it is, man. It's the time of the week where I do the weekly analysis, and today I'll be doing the dollar index, gold, US30 and US100, and I'll start with the dollar index since it's the first on the watch list. Looking at the dollar index, I'm bullish on this particular market, and to explain why, it's simply because we are in a bullish trend. This is simple and clear to see to everyone, obviously. Another reason why I'm bullish on this particular market is because we are currently above a level of sensitivity over there. We are currently above a support. Previously, this was a resistance. As you can see, the market was resisting each and every time it got to that area, and then broke above, came back to retest that area, and as you can see, couldn't break below. And remember that this is a monthly time frame, so each and every candlestick on this particular time frame represents a full month, which then suggests that really this area is a strong area of significance. So this is why I'm expecting that the market is going to buy from this area, because if it was supposed to break this support, it would have broke it already. That's how I look at the market. And what if then the market ends up breaking this area? It's simple. If it ends up then breaking this area again, I'm just going to look for a retest and then sell this market to this area over here. However, at the moment, I am bullish. There's nothing else that can convince me otherwise. At the moment, I am buying this market. But how can you take advantage of this move going to the upside? It's easy again. Go to a smaller time frame, the one that you prefer. I will recommend the daily time frame when you come from the monthly. And on the daily time frame, what you look for is a structure. Structure for me is any pattern suggesting that the market is about to buy. Personally, I like to look for break retest. I like to look for double bottom patterns. I like to look for head and shoulder patterns, but most of the time I look for the break and the retest kind of pattern for me to buy. So as you can see, currently we are at a resistance on the daily time frame. You notice this was a clear support, price broke above, came resisted. So now again with NFP we couldn't break this high over here, which means it is a high that we should pay attention to. So now how can you then look for buys in this kind of a market? It's easy. We have two areas that you can look for buys. First is if price breaks this area next week, wait a retest over here, and if it does give you that retest, start buying this market, and we are targeting those highs over there. Secondly, the another scenario is price could reject this resistance over here and come back down, and if it does do that, you mark this low as an area of interest like this, and then when price, as soon as it taps on this low, you start looking for buys. And if then the market goes into your direction, you make money. And if the market breaks and proves you wrong, again, it's not a train smash, a retest, and then we continue selling this market maybe to these lows over here. That's all I have for the week that is coming, man. Really, there's nothing more, there's nothing less on this particular market. Use your discretion, make your own analysis, and see what you see in the market. Personally, this is what I'm looking for. Overall, I am bullish on this market, but the only time I'm gonna buy is I'm gonna buy if should price break above here, I'm gonna buy, or price if it gets back to the support, then I'm gonna buy. That's all I have for this week, man. Moving on to gold, let's go to the monthly time frame. I am bearish on this particular market, and let me explain to you guys why. So as you can see over here, we do have a resisting trend line that the market just came from. Obviously this is clear to see. First touch over here, second touch, and a third touch. This looks like a fourth touch. I mean, the market didn't really get there, but you know what I mean, right? Another reason why I'm bearish on this particular market is simply because we do have an area of resistance over here. You notice how price, anytime it gets here, it likes to fail, gets there, couldn't break, get there, couldn't break, and again now we are at that area. And as you can see, currently the market is really trying to break, but it's not happening. So it means that this particular resistance area over here is still holding very hard. So my anticipation for this particular market is for this price is going to continue dropping. At least I'm marking these lows over here. However, I am paying attention. Should then the market not break below, or what if the market breaks above this particular area of resistance over here, then it's not a train smash again. I go with the market, then it means that the sells are no longer valid, buyers are in control, then I start to look for buys. But how can you take advantage of this move going to the downside? It's easy. Go to the daily time frame again, look for structure, anything suggesting that the market is about to sell. As you can see, I have an area of interest that I've already marked for you guys over here. So this is where I would like to see price break below. I can look for sells. I would love to see price coming over here, breaking this particular structure, come for a retest, and then I start looking for my sells. Or because I do see that there's an area of sensitivity over there, I would like to see price going back to that resistance, and I'm gonna then start looking for sells on this particular market, dropping it to the downside. And if it happens that the market then ends up breaking above this resistance over there, there's no point for me to continue looking for sells. Then it would mean sellers are no longer valid. It makes sense to look for buyers at that point. That's all I have for this particular market. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. Another thing to also note is that we do have a trend line over here that the market is currently holding from. So I know that there's other traders who are trading using a trend line trading strategy. So maybe for you, you can wait for price to break this trend line, give a retest, and then you start to sell. For me, I wanted to break this support over here, then a retest, and then I'm gonna continue selling. That's all I have for the week that is coming. Nothing more, there's nothing less. Moving on to US30, and I am bullish on this particular market, and I've been bullish on this particular market. Let's go to the monthly time frame so you can see why. On this particular market, we just recently broke above the most high on this particular market. As you can see, we broke above this structure. That was the highest US30 has been over the years, and so we did break above it last month, which was on December. So now my expectation is for price to continue going up, because since it broke it, it means it's no longer a resistance, but instead it now turned into a support. But how can you take advantage of this move going to the upside? Again, it's easy. Go to the daily time frame or the time frame that you prefer, and again, you look for structure. So over here, I did mark for you guys that I'm expecting for price to come here and give us a retest before I can look for buyers. If I would love to see price coming back to this area of support over here, then this is where I'm interested to start buying from. And the reason why I'm marking this area as an area of interest, if you go to your left, this is where price was resisting from in the past. Clearly then broke above it, so it means it's no longer a resistance, instead it's now a support. So that's all I'm looking for in this particular market. Now what happens if the market then ends up breaking below this area? Again, not a train smash, then it means my bias for buyers was invalid. I will then change my bias and start looking for sells and short this market. That's all I have for this particular market for the week that is coming. There's nothing more, there's nothing less. Moving on, the last instrument of the day, and I'm closing with this one. And I hope so far you are following with me. I hope I'm not too fast for you guys. I'm also bullish on this particular market. Let's go to the monthly time frame so I can explain to you guys why. So as you can see, unlike US30, we haven't really broken our highest structure over here in this area. However, it does seem like the market has the same momentum as US30. I mean, look at these candlesticks that we had over here, engulfing these previous 3 candlesticks that were bearish. The market just went bullish for 2 months straight on this particular market. However, I do see with this current candlestick that is just opened here on January, it seems as if the market is now trying to come back below this area of interest. However, I should make you aware that we do have an area that we should pay attention to. If you look at it, this is an area where price was resisting from, right? Price broke above, came back, retested, and then it bought from that area. So my thing, because I'm still bullish on this particular market, I would love to see price coming back to this support, and then I start looking for my buys. And another scenario is price doesn't really have to go there. Sometimes it can just go back and break above that resistance, and if it does break that resistance again, it's an area to look for buyers. And then what happens if price breaks below our area of sensitivity over here, which is a support? Again, it will turn it into a resistance, and then from there I start looking for sells to the downside over here. That's all, man. It's as simple as that. I buy at support, I sell at resistance, and if my support is broken, it becomes my resistance, and if my resistance is broken, it becomes my support. Thank you for watching up to this far. See you next week, same time, same place. I love you guys, and I am out.